Have you ever used an avatar in a Zoom meeting? I wouldn't go to a business meeting like this, but in my classes, I've given my students permission to show up with avatars. I just ask them at the beginning of the class to show their face, and they can put on the avatar. And at the end of the class, show me their face and say goodbye, just because I want to have that connection. But during the class, they don't have to be self-conscious. You can pick your nose. You can eat a sandwich and no one has to know. It's a great compromise. Hi, my name is Aaron, and I'm an adjunct instructor at a pair of junior colleges. And sometimes I teach classes online, and I am constantly battling with my students to have them show their faces. When everyone was online a few years ago, we could not require students to show their faces because they were forced into the situation. So now we are given that ability where we can tell them that they need to show their faces. And it's not just us being mean, it helps us communicate. I mean, if I see a student yawning, I consider, have I been talking too long? When a student gets up and walks away, I can see that they're not there. So I know when they miss things, or if someone walks up and they start talking to someone, you can see what's going on. If they fall asleep, I can see that they fell asleep. There's nothing more that sucks your energy away than talking to a bunch of blank squares. I don't even know how we stumbled across it, but it was having this conversation with the students and their reluctancy. I said, well, hey, remember back when there was that lawyer who showed up, and someone had been messing with his computer, and he showed up as a cat in court.
I'm here live. I'm not a cat.
Well, I used to be able to do that with a TikTok plugin in Zoom, but they took that away for some reason. But recently they have added something, and I just want to share that. Now, this is great. It's not ideal, but at the same time, it helps the students feel more comfortable. I gave them permission to use these avatars, and now I can see if there's someone there. I can see if their eyes are blinking, if they're awake. I can see that they are looking at the camera. I can see that they're there. It's just amazing. Now, let me get up and walk away. Okay. All right. So I know that doesn't work now. I never actually got up and walked away. All right. But you can see the person's there. You can't shake your head yes very much, but you can shake you cannot, but you can shake your head no. Unfortunately, I'm raising my hands and there are no hands here. But you can see I can move my eyebrows up and down. I can blink. I can smile. And I can do all sorts of things, but it's enough to communicate to me that there is a person there, that there is someone sitting there. One of the students said, wow, I've never had so much freedom in a class before. It's a high flex class, so part of the class is in person and part is online. So now the online students are using these avatars, and they seemed a bit more receptive when I said, just at the beginning of class, can you show your face, and then at the end of class before you leave, show your face and say goodbye. And they seem much more open to that. So it makes me feel better that I'm not fighting with them anymore to have them show their faces. But I mean, this is amazing, and all you have to do this is go into the video, under video, and choose avatar, and you get this dialog box here, and you'll choose one of these. So when you open this up, you'll see here under backgrounds and effects, you see virtual backgrounds, avatars, video filters, and what is this? Studio effects. So we're just going to deal with backgrounds and avatars. So even backgrounds, I can change a background right here. And what did I go with? All right. So okay, so you can change the background and that makes it much more interesting. And now I'm going to go back to avatars and you can actually create your own avatars. So you see right here, there's this plus symbol. This is one that I created for myself, but if you click on this plus symbol, you can go through and create different things. I'm just going to play a role where I created my own avatar real quick, but here it is right here. And this is my avatar. Now students can show up and I don't feel like I'm sitting in an empty room. They feel comfortable and I feel more comfortable.